crowd noise for this. Good evening and welcome to the graduating ceremonies for Odyssey of the Mind 2015. My name is Dr. Harold Kurtz, and it's my privilege, pleasure, and honor to serve as the Master of Ceremonies for these activities. It's always a special time for our young graduates and for us here at Odyssey of the Mind. We're going to begin the evening with an invocation by Fern Brown, former Association Director in Maine and a member of the COU Board.
Dr. Kurtz, Dr. Sam, honored guests, and especially esteemed graduates. We come together on this special night, a night when coaches beam with pride to see the shy 9-year-olds somehow dance flamboyantly across the stage, when teammates cling to each other, knowing the special bond they share may be harder to keep as they move on to separate paths, when parents quietly remember the 5-year-old who got on the bus that first day of kindergarten and has somehow returned an adult. We come together to celebrate and to give thanks for the many paths we have taken to get here, whether we found our ways in an understanding born of science, the spirituality of nature, belief in a higher power, or all of these. We are joined to honor you, our Odyssey of the Mind class of 2015. As you hear your names read, and as you step forth to be recognized by those assembled here, remember the path you have walked. Continue on that path to the dreams you have held and the dreams yet to be born. Challenge yourselves to reach a star. Honor the person you are now and the one you will become. Find your path, embrace it, and know that those who love you and care about you will walk alongside. Find your path.
Thank you, Fern. It's been our tradition at our graduation ceremony that the next speaker is a very special man who I know is always thrilled to be here with you, with their parents and your friends. Dr. Sam Miklas, our founder.
Thank you, Harold. I'd like to congratulate each of our graduates for achieving one of life's great goals. May there be many more in your future. You know, your being here shows how much you love the Odyssey of the Mind. Some of you missed your graduations to be here. And this is our way of thanking you for being here. I hope there'll be many more graduations during your future and in your future. There's a lot of things that you learned in Odyssey of the Mind you may not even think about. But when you joined a team, you made a commitment to that team. And by honoring your commitment, there were times when things went wrong, maybe very wrong, and you stuck with it. And that's going to make you a better person, a better student, and a better employee in whatever line of occupation you choose. You also learn firsthand the creative problem-solving process. You learn to identify your problem. What is really the problem here? And in most situations, you learn that better ideas come later. Very seldom your first idea is your best idea. So before you judge that first solution, you want to have a lot of possibilities. Because if you have 100 possibilities, your chances of finding a great solution are better than if you just had one or two. It's just logical. So in the Odyssey of the Mind, I used to say something to the effect that it may help you get into college. Now I'll change that. Being in the Odyssey of Mind will help you get into college. And more and more and more colleges, when they interview the applicants and they start talking about Odyssey of the Mind, a lot of them get accepted right on the spot. So don't ever let anybody tell you, oh, there's no need to go to the next level in education. There is nothing that you can do that would be more important than education. It's something somebody can never take away from you. In China, they have hundreds, perhaps thousands of schools that participate in the Odyssey of the Mind. But they started something new a few years ago. That was called an Odyssey of the Mind school. And their whole school uses our principles and the way we do to teach their kids. And 5 years later, I went back to China and I asked Chen Wei-sin, our director over there, I said, do you still have that Odyssey of the Mind school? He said, we have 39 of them now. Last year, I saw him at the World Finals, and he said they had 71. I asked him yesterday, and he said they have 79. Why are the Chinese doing this? Why would the government be interested in doing something like this? I think what they're doing is saying, what are our needs going to be in 25 years, or 50 years, or 100 years? Nobody knows. But one thing they do know, they're going to need people that can think and people that can solve problems. And just looking out here at our graduates and our other participants, they are probably the most valuable resource that we have in our entire world. Set your goals high and go for them. Thank you.
Thank you, Sam. It's also one of our traditions here that at this special occasion, as you know, each year somebody from amongst the Odyssey family is identified as that year's Odyssey Spirit winner. And it goes to people who have spent most of their lives, adult lives, involved in Odyssey, doing many, many different roles. And you were introduced to our winner this year at opening ceremonies, and he will give you a brief statement as well, because he has something real special to share with you. And I welcome to the podium Dan Semenza, who is also the International Problem Captain for Problem 4. Dan?
Thank you. Dr. Sam, Dr. Kurtz, Fern, Ron, Omer, and soon-to-be graduates. When you hear a graduation speech, usually it consists of something where the speaker talks about lessons they have learned through life, and then at the end gives you some advice to take with you. So, since I am the Spirit Award winner, and I have spent a lot of time in the program, I thought I would take you through my Odyssey in our program. My Odyssey began in March of 1983. I was at home watching March Madness on TV, and my wife came bursting in the door. She said, "You got to see this competition that I was at." I said, "Okay, what's this, another kid science program? The three folds and the essays, and they're going to tell me how seeds grow?" She said, no, this is different. You have to see it. So I said, okay. A month later, I went to New Jersey State Finals. I saw the program. The following September, I was coaching 5 Odyssey of the Mind teams in my elementary school. It was a good program. When you coach, you learn some lessons too. I had a girl that was really, really good in Odyssey of the Mind, and she eventually graduated and went to college. And she came back one day after school, and she said, one of the very first things I had to do in college was write an essay on somebody that influenced my life. And I wrote about you. Scary thought. But anyway, we talked for a little while, and she went home, and she left me the essay. So I started reading through it, and I came to a passage that I actually remembered very vividly. And this is what she said. I was sitting on the floor with my team. We were working on a solution to our problem. We had one of those chain reaction problems where one thing had to trigger another. And I looked up at my teacher's desk, and I saw this ball of string. And I saw this peculiar look on his face. And I knew this was the solution to the problem. Well, I remember it very vividly because when she looked at the ball of string, what went through my mind is, oh no, kid, you're not going to use string. Yeah. It sticks together. You know, in a tight situation, you're going to wind up with a handful of spaghetti. So, being good omers, they still selected to go ahead with the string. They found out if you rubbed it with wax, it became very pliable and easy to work with. This team won the regional tournament, they won the state tournament, and they came home from the world with a second-place trophy. How much did I know about that? In 1993, when Fred, what was Fred's name? when Fred Bradley, the only problem for international problem captain, decided to retire, Dr. Sam asked me if I would take his place. You know, and that's like asking a chocolate fanatic if they want to be a taste tester at the Hershey factory. Of course I wanted to take his place. And I got to work at that time with our problem captains. And there's 7 of us. There was the 5 that were introduced on stage, and there was Joy with the spontaneous and Jeff Carter with the score room. Now the 5 of us, if you take a look at us individuals, we're totally different in makeup and our philosophies and everything else. But yet when Sammy gets us together to work on a problem, and Sammy still says it's like herding cats, but when he's able to get us together to work on a problem, we produce some pretty good work. That was another lesson I learned through Odyssey. Then, of course, I get to run the coaches problem now, which we'll do right after this graduation. You know, your coaches do a great job. Their solutions are anything from ridiculous to downright disastrous. But I'm out there on the floor with it anyway. And the last thing I do that's really neat is I get to give scholarships out to teachers through COU. I never thought how much a COU scholarship meant to people. The second year I was doing this, I gave a scholarship to someone they had known for a long time who was a builder of structures. And he was at the World Tournament that year, and I ran into him. And he thanked me for the $500 scholarship. And I said, well, how you doing with your scholarship? He said, well, I got a $39,000 scholarship to go to Georgia Tech. I've got another $10,000 to do ROTC, and I've got about another $30,000 in grants and things. And I said, well, you know, I guess my $500 doesn't mean anything. He said, whoa, wait a minute. He said, the $500 is not a scholarship. It's a vote of confidence. He said, I've been competing in Odyssey of the Mind since I was in kindergarten. You know, and these people are my peers, and they're amazing individuals. You give me a $500 scholarship, you're telling me I'm the best among these people. No, it's very important. And with that, he opened his wallet, and he showed me a little piece of plastic that was stuck in the back of his wallet. It was the first award he won as a 4th grader, a second-place award. And he said, you know, these things are important to me. So, let's kind of wrap this thing up. If you look at it from the beginning, I learned Odyssey of the Mind was not a kid's science program. I learned that if you know how to solve a problem with string, you can solve a problem with string. I learned that when 7 individuals work together, they produce some wonderful things. I also learned that, refereeing a coaches competition is dangerous. And then I learned that a $500 scholarship isn't really a $500 scholarship, and I learned that a little piece of plastic is priceless. When I was graduating college, I had asked my father, what do you expect from me? And he said, well, your mother and I expect you to be the best. You wait 8 years to ask your father a philosophical question and get a 3-word answer. So I said, can you elaborate on that a little bit more? He says, well, you have a chance to play professional sports. You owe the Army 2 more years. You're getting a degree in education. So you've got a lot of options. He said, if all those options fail you, and you have nothing to do, and you have to come back to town, and you have to get a job digging ditches, be the very best ditch digger you can be. Tomorrow, these games are over. You seniors are leaving for another game, the toughest game of all, the game of life. Whatever you do, be the best you can be, even if it's digging ditches. Thank you.
Thanks, Dan. This year we're very, very fortunate because we decided a number of years ago that the people who give up their graduation to be with us and make that decision, we know it's a big decision. And we have some amazing young people who come here many times with all kinds of awards that they got at graduation and all kinds of recognition for their many years in high school. It's not as much, obviously, in the elementary and middle grades, but we sometimes get the most amazing kinds of people with all kinds of recognition. We found out that we actually had a valedictorian who decided they wanted to be with us. And we said, well, it's only fair that that person come and spend some time with us and share their words, because it's coming from you. It's coming from people who are your competitors, they're your friends, they're a member of the Odyssey family. So what happened? This year we have two, and we are so delighted. So we contacted both of them and said, would you like to honor us by making any kind of statement of your choice at the graduation? They both accepted. So I'm going to call up both of them in order, and I'm going to try real hard because I'm working on names. That's always a problem. But I'm going to start first with Kashane Zhang. Would you please join us? Kashane is a graduate from Parkview High School. Watch that step, it's a killer. Gotta get it right. Gotta get it right.
Everything in Odyssey of the Mind is a team effort, just like this speech. The other quality that this speech shares with Odyssey of the Mind is that I'm still waiting for the ink to dry, meaning we wrote it at dinner. Aside from procrastination, Odyssey of the Mind has taught me so many useful lessons. I've learned many attributes that can be carried on to aid in a successful life. Mainly cooperation, that every problem has a solution, teamwork, and creative problem solving. And if you compete in the structure problem, make sure you build at least one prop out of balsa wood. I've learned cooperation because a team divided falls in upon itself. I've learned that every problem has a solution through my experience in the on-the-spot pressure cooker that is spontaneous. And just like a structure, one stick alone will shatter, but when bonded together, the results can be surprising, meaning that teamwork is essential. In your life, you will run into many difficulties and solutions. To know how to confront the issues in an outside-of-the-box manner has and will aid all of us in the years to come. I want to thank all the people who have helped me learn these lessons, mainly my coaches and my teammates. Thank you for being some of the most positive, funny, and patient people I've ever known. And I want to conclude by saying that it's truly been an honor to speak before you all tonight. Congratulations and good luck, class of 2015. I hope that the lessons you've learned in Odyssey of the Mind will help you in the future. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And the second person is Morgan Momo Blair. Come on up, Morgan. I'm sorry, Momo. Momo is a graduate of Gatton Academy.
Hey guys. So, In the brief span of problem release day that stretches from frantic brainstorming to making props, from long-term practices punctuated with paperwork to the beginnings of routine, our Odyssey journey began. It was just 7 of us, exhausted and wary of the coming adventure. I think I'll always remember that. The first of many late nights, I was unsure of what was expected of me, what I was supposed to do, what the schedule demanded, and what the script asked of its actors. Congratulations to the Odyssey of the Mind class of 2015. I thought I'd follow the graduation speech script for a moment, but it feels dishonest, like it doesn't quite fit. We are not here today because we followed the script, at least not on the long term. I won't presume to speak for everyone's experiences, but I invite you to explore an alternate universe without Odyssey. The plan, the expectation for each of us went something like this. Years of trying to fit around a round peg into a square hole, and years in a group of people gathered together when the most significant trait they share is that they're roughly the same age. I might grant our experience the title of a humble and meaningful association of people, if for no other reason than that we are consciously and ambitiously chosen to be here. We are privileged to be in a group united by the choice that we are made to toss the script. We are united by the common ability to convincingly solve a problem in 8 minutes. We are united by a common set of trials by fire, including, but not limited to, 4 a.m. rehearsals last night, where we learn true effects of caffeine, spontaneous, where we learn the true strength of a piece of paper last night also, or pen trading, where we discovered the wonders of Georgia dragons, Virginia medusas, and North Carolina turtles. What Odyssey of the Mind gave us, now wistful and golden in my memory, was license to write our own story. Because we chose to discard the script, we became authors, collaborators, co-conspirators, and of a brief chapter, years in duration, every significant. I think I know why this innocuous, congratulatory phrase doesn't quite feel right. I know that a piece of paper for which we braved the stage today, class of 2015, will appear embossed on self-important. The title will follow us in angular black Times New Roman on resumes as long as we must craft applications and box ourselves into bullet points. But that is not the language we use to quilt years of the extraordinary. Here, style is more than a fashion statement. Pen trading is a way of life, and overtime is something that you do not want to happen. Every coach goes by his or her first name as if to remind us that we are family first, professional second. More to the point, when we look at the past years fondly and future years jadedly, after all, it's never too early to be cynical. We do not refer to the class of 20 blah, blah, blah. They are omers, part of a chain, a lineage that connects us because we hold our association in more self-esteem than that of a class. And when I say Odyssey, know that I do not refer to the abstract Odyssey, capital O. I refer to the humble association, Odyssey with a lowercase o, one that we built and shared and wrote into our lives. I think that I can now congratulate you all properly. Congratulations to our Odyssey. I'm not sure what we did or if I want to know all the details, but the fact remains that we did it. So as we write the next steps of our lives, steps that will take us to China and Germany, Poland and Togo, homes that we already know and homes that we have yet to build, individual paths that tangle and cross and return to their origin or never cross again, there's far more to the unknown than the known that we face. In fact, it's dangerous to go alone, seriously. Take this and cherish it, the knowledge that you are not alone. We are not alone because wherever we may go, we remain united by these choices. That we sidestepped the flow, discarded the script, and danced in imperfected, discordant jazz of our own devising. More than the performing experience or the opportunity to collect pins from around the world, or the scholarships, or something else that fits conveniently on this list and sounds as good as a soundbite, the greatest gift that Odyssey of the Mind ever gave us was a confidence of belonging. So maybe after all is said and done, it's simpler than that. Even more than congratulations, but thank you. And now I end this speech just in time.
Thank you so much. I wish I could jump off like you jumped off. That's cool. Thanks, Momo. Okay, it's such a pleasure to hear from you in terms of your experiences, and we appreciate that you did that. We have some very special people here we need to thank, by the way. I want to do that before I forget it. How about if we thank your moms and dads and all the people who supported you? You wouldn't be here without them, the coaches, and all the people who have been a part of your life up to this day. How about if we give them a round of applause? Now, the next step and the final step is a very important one, because this is what we are going to have you do. We're going to call you up by name individually, and we're going to ask you to come up those steps there. I will hand you a special certificate that's been prepared in your name, and what it will read, it'll say World Finals, Odyssey of the Mind, East Lansing, Michigan. This certifies participated in the Odyssey of the Mind 2015 World Finals graduation ceremony at Michigan State University on Friday, May 22nd, 2015. It is signed by me, by Carol Miklas, who is our World Finals co-tournament director, Samuel Miklas, who is our program director, and Dr. Sam. After you receive this, you will then go over here where you're going to meet with Dr. Sam and Omer for just a moment, and our photographer is going to take your picture. And then you will leave the stage down in the back stairs there. Please don't jump off this end. Go that way, because we don't want collisions. At that point, you'll return to your seat before we do our final recessional. And that's the way it's going to. The pictures will be ready tomorrow morning in this building upstairs at the Premier Portrait booth. So you could stop by sometime tomorrow to pick up your picture, okay? So I'm going to begin, and this is done alphabetically, and we're going to start. Homer? We're going to start with our elementary group, and we had a few move in last second, but I think I got everybody in order now, and if not, you'll let me know. I'm going to start with Hannah Boss. Jack Giotto. Did I get that right, Jack? Giotto? Oh, that's Jack Giotto. Justin Cohen. Rainey Sharrow. Savannah Pollock. Thank you. Sophia Anderson. William Sharrow. You can smile, by the way. This is a happy occasion. Andrew Ellis. Davis Maxey. There's a smile. I thought I saw a smile. Went away. Jackson Tilner. Beautiful smile. Sam Stovin. Sebastian Jamies. Drew Ray. Sienna Collicott. Molly Nussbaum. Danielle Williams. Hey, you brought your party with you. Thank you, honey. Joshua Bigham. There's a smile for the camera. Amanda Shepard. Christy Brewer. Kayla Richmond. Congratulations, Kayla. Mary Williamson. Congratulations. Mariah Richmond. Congratulations, Mariah. Nicholas Sierra. Oh, you brought your cheering section with you, huh? Sophia Gardenhire. Congratulations. Grace Kwiatkowski. I hesitated because I wanted to try to get it.
Oh, you did.
Oh, yes. Hannah Howard. I love those claps. They're so cool. Harrison Munden. Congratulations. Maddie Denhart. Tough steps for a long skirt, huh? Congratulations. Nikki Pila. Tatiana Terranova. Congratulations. Caroline Pruitt. Is Caroline, no? Okay. I don't know if I, Victoria Norton, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Victoria, I was reading a long line. Anna Easterday. Congratulations. Jarrett DeBenedictus. Nicholas Ulizio. I tried to get it right. Did I come close? Okay. Olivia Sheeran. Salmon Verma. I got that right, didn't I? Sarah Sims. Zachary Casamo. Did I get it right? Yeah. Okay. Greg Smith. Nope, there is not a Greg Smith, all right. Allison Newman. Sorry, I didn't want to call you Raven. Thank you. Jenna Buckley. I did get it right, yay. A member of the National Honor Society. Zachary Culver. Melissa Anderson. Meredith Bickett. Molly Pope. Officially, Morgan Momo Blair. Reina Riu Maya. I worked hard on that. Gabriel Saunders.
It's pronounced baby Gabe.
Really? Andrea Roberts. Oh, I love that picture. I wish I could have that one. Jude Wagoner. They know you well, don't they? All right. Eric Dong. Congratulations. Joseph Cho. Kishan Zhang. Beautiful. Thank you so much. Ryan Kern. Darcy Kranz.
Yay.
Congratulations. Kyle Austin Smith. Adam Martin Shea Gump. Congratulations. Eric Leonardo Bobadilla. I think I got it right, didn't I? Amanda Quintana. Congratulations. Maeve Tucker. Congratulations. Viviana Valentine. And before I bring up our last person, it's only fair to mention that Jennifer Schwartz is receiving her PhD in a transformational studies from the California Institute of Integral Studies. And it is just an amazing accomplishment. She's one of our coaches who is here with us tonight. I want to especially congratulate Jennifer on this exceptional achievement. Come on up, Jennifer. You're all right, lady.
Thank you very much.
Before we start our benediction, remind you that the coaches competition that Dan was referring to, where all the coaches act goofy, it's a lot of fun. If you want to hang around and see it, we invite you. I want to thank everybody who helped putting this together, the Florida delegation who comes every year. We even had help from Georgia this year. And I also want to thank Jennifer Veal from the CCI office who does all the organizational work and the certificates and so forth. So thank you all for your help. At this point, I'd like to call it Ron Rablong, former Association Director of Delaware and the President of the COU Board. By the way, COU is Creative Opportunities Unlimited, and our role basically is to raise money for scholarships and also help pay for packages so that students can come from all over the world to the World Finals. And Ron is our president. So Ron, would you come please give us the benediction?
And don't forget to buy those raffle tickets. We've come together tonight to celebrate a milestone in your educational odyssey. You are to be commended for your accomplishments, and I congratulate you. However, this is not the end of your journey, but an opportunity to pause and contemplate the experiences in your lives that brought you here tonight on this beautiful campus surrounded by friends and family. It is also time to say thank you to those people who are here to share this moment with you and to all those at home who have enriched your lives. It's time to give thanks to the gift of life with its struggles and its triumph, its pains and its joy. We should especially give thanks to the spirit of creativity, which inspired us to strive to constantly reach for the unreachable and gives us the imagination to see which doesn't exist today and make it tomorrow's reality. We give thanks for a common bond of the Odyssey of the Mind and Dr. Sam's incredible vision that gave us all such a wonderful opportunity. This vision allows children from around the world to forget the politics of adults and the fear and hatred that comes from ignorance. As you visit and meet team members from around the world over these few days, remember, while national pride is inherent in all of us, you are more than just a nationality. You are an Omer, a true citizen of the world who is destined, committed, and in fact stood Wednesday night in this building and pledged to make the world a better place in which to live. There's an old blessing that says, may you have the hindsight to know where you've been, the foresight to know where you're going, and the insight to know when you have gone too far. As Omers, I think we need to change that last line a bit. It should read, to paraphrase an old starship captain, the desire to go where no one has gone before. I leave you with these words from an old Unitarian Universalist prayer. That which is worthy of doing, create with your own hands. That which is worthy of repeating, speak with a clear voice. That which is worthy of remembering, hold dear in your hearts. And that which is worthy of living, go and live it now. Thank you, and again, congratulations.
Let's hear it for the graduating class of 2015. It's official, so if you want to switch your tassels, go ahead and do it. Okay, will you please rise, and you're gonna be, the music will play, and you'll follow the lead, starting here on my left. Bud?